Welcome to yoga, sunset yoga on the beach. I recorded this the night before for you guys, so I hope wherever you are tonight and wherever you are watching this, I hope you find some peace. And I have a little meditation that I'd like to do with you. So everyone sit cross-legged. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your lungs, breathing deep. Noticing your connection with your breath. Somebody said the other day when a helicopter passes by, it's a Kobe spirit, Kobe Bryant spirit. And it's like the energy to elevate yourself, to uplift. Okay, so back to the meditation. Closing your eyes, deep breath in. Feeling that sensation of breath in the lungs. Right? If we can fall in love with breathing, we can be in love all of the time. So just bringing awareness, right, to the desire of the breath and the satisfaction of the breath. And whenever we satisfy a desire, we feel pleasure. And just for a moment, just accepting yourself, right? Just letting go of any idea that you need to change or that you need to improve. And then also accepting the fact that you will never really be the same as you were yesterday. And this moment is really quite unique in your development. And just like the rising and the setting of the sun, we can't necessarily control it, but we can appreciate it. Start moving our head in circles. Little slack in the jaw as you move here, yogis. Take about 3 in each direction and then switch directions. Oh, so good. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. 3 more times. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Allow the fingertips to brush along the earth. And then exhale, hands to the heart center. Connect with the breath. Connect with your moment. Good. Inhale, lifting your hands up. Exhale, lateral stretch. Left hand down. Right hand reaching up and over. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, take the right hand down. Lift the left hand up and over to the side. Inhaling back through center. Extend both legs out in front of you. Wiggle your toes. Look at the spaces in between your toes. And then exhale as you fold forward, grabbing onto your feet. Rolling the shoulders back and down and then folding forward. You can have your knees super bent, but just keep that invisible pencil pinched and then keep your shoulders down. So good. Inhale, we're going to start to come up. Bring your hands behind you. Press your feet into the mat. Lift your heart space up. Keep your chin pointed up. Thighs are engaged. Belly's engaged. Activating that Ujjayi breath. Good. Now, when you release your hips down, see if you can slide your hips back and up, releasing your hips in between your hands. Oof. All right. Right leg is going to extend. Options. You're either bending your left knee and you're putting your left foot on the inside of the thigh, or if you want to do a half lotus and a half lotus feels really yummy for you, you can take a little half lotus here. But make sure that the left knee is on the mat and that it's not like jetting out to the side if you're in lotus. Right foot is flexed. Inhale for length. Exhale, folding forward. Find your edge and then breathe there. Right, that place between comfort and discomfort. Strength and ease. We're in the city and the wilderness. It's interesting because like right behind you guys is like a city. Well, not, it's like houses, but then behind that is a city. It's pretty populated. When you're ready, start to come up, switching legs. left leg extends, right leg bends, right foot to the inside of the thigh, or if if it feels yummy. If it doesn't feel yummy, you don't have to do it on this side. I don't know if I'm necessarily craving it on this side like the other. Folding forward when you're ready, yogis. And just breathing nice and deep. I fell on this knee really bad skateboarding the other day. My dog pulls me, and he kept going. He didn't even, I was lying on the sidewalk just taking a minute, and he just booked it, and I had to go chase after him. I was like, cutting off your balls. Getting you neutered today. Come up when you're ready. Soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. Rocking from side to side, little circles. See if you can bring one knee down at a time. Bring one knee up, sometimes that helps. Bring your left hand down, reach your right hand up. Switching side to side. Getting a little twist here as you move, as you extend. Maybe bring the left hand down, reach the right fingertips forward. It's almost like that baby coming from a seat into a crawl. Rock all the way into a tabletop pose. Hands and knees, cat-cows. Inhale, arching the back, gazing up. Exhale, rounding, tucking chin, tucking tailbone, moving with your breath. Inhale, gazing up, finding your extension. Exhale, trying to bring the top of the head to the bottom of the spine. Find your breath. Find your connection with the earth, pressing into the earth through the hands, through the knees. Inhale, rocking your hips forward, roll your shoulders up and back, take your gaze up, pressing your heart space forward, and then exhale, taking your hips back to a child's pose, forehead to the earth. Moving with the breath. Inhale, rocking forward, gaze up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, take your hips back, child's pose. A few more breaths here. Good, yogis. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and tuck our toes. Lift your hips up and back to your first down dog of this practice. And then shake it out. Shake your hips, yes. Shake your head, no. Maybe lift a foot up or two. Just have fun with it, right? Any silly, goofy movement. See if you can make it easier. You're walking it out. When you're ready, find some stillness. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Make that transition to the front of the mat. Step, jump, walk in between the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Extend the crown of the head forward. And exhale to fold forward. Go ahead and shake your head, yes. To all those things you want. Shake your head, no. All those things will pass on. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Pull your belly in, press into the feet. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and do one sun salutation. So if you'd like, you can face the direction of the sun, which is west, if you want to figure that out. Inhale, reach your hands up and overhead. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and take a few breaths here. 5 deep breaths. Stick your tongue out if you'd like. Inhale, step, jump, walk to the front. Come up halfway. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, reach the hands up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Good. Bowing to the sun. Go and take your feet nice and wide. We are going to slide our right foot back, and then we're going to turn the toes out. So we're going to take a little warrior stance. Inhale, reaching the hands up, pulling the belly in, lunging into the front knee. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands behind the back, either grabbing onto your elbows or interlacing the fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, crown of the head down, fingertips reaching up and overhead, breathing. Slowly releasing your hands down to frame that front foot, spin onto the ball of the back heel, and then press the right hand down, lift the left hand up as you engage your belly, finding that nice ujjayi breath. Getting sand in your face. Goodness. When you're ready, bring that left hand down. We're going to bring that left foot over to the right, bring that left knee over to the left wrist, taking our pigeon pose, bringing the hands back, heart space up, helicopter passing, a reminder to keep your vibration rising, lifting up, keep the breath lifting up, keep your energy lifting up, taking it into the crown space and above. Next exhale, you're going to fold forward. Then you can decide here what you want to do. You can hang out, you can release the crown of the head down. I feel like it's going to land on me. I'm scared. Oh my gosh! Maybe. The helicopter saga continues. Walk your hands up. You can release this in a downward dog or a little like three-legged dog. Sometimes I like to find space in the left side of my body, so it's nice to either flip your dog or just bring that left foot back behind you and to the right, stretching into the left side, maybe reaching left hand forward, deep breath, and then releasing the hands down. Take some cat-cows, checking in with the spine, checking in with the breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to find ourselves in that downward facing dog once again. This time we're going to step our right foot through. Feet are about hips distance, maybe a little wider. Spin that back heel flat. Inhale, rising up. Warrior A. Virabhadrasana. 1. Means hero friend pose. It's the good term for warrior. We need to be hero friends. Be a warrior in society today, right? Be a friend and a hero. That's what a real warrior is. Bring that right hip back. Pressing into the back heel. Reaching the hands up. Pull the belly in. Lifting. Bend into the knee. Let yourself work for these few breaths. Let it feel good. All right? Fall in love with your breath. Interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down, and then as you exhale, folding forward, crown of the head down. Fingertips reaching up and overhead, lunging into the front knee, letting that right shoulder press against the right knee, right calf. How's the breath feeling? Slowly releasing the hands down, spinning onto the ball of the back foot, reaching the right hand down, taking a little twist. Pulling the belly in, breathing. Good. Bringing the right hand down. When you're ready, taking your little pigeon pose, bringing that right foot over to the left, right knee to the right wrist, walking the hands back, rolling the shoulders back and down. Taking your deep, full breath in, and then exhale as you fold forward. Taking a little break here, just allowing yourself to squeeze out, thinking of it as a nice little massage from the earth, from gravity. And then notice with each exhale, you're just relaxing a little bit more, sinking deeper and deeper. When you're ready, walk your hands all the way back. Releasing that hip if you're ready. If you need to stay there for a few more breaths, you're welcome to. And in time, we're gonna come into our child's pose or downward facing dog. Just taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, step, jump, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, gaze up, hands up, lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Good. Bringing your feet close together. Shifting your weight into your right foot. Lift your left heel up, spin your left knee open. So try to find a nice straight line in your spine, going all the way down, tailbone pointing down. You're welcome to bring that left foot above or below the knee joint. You're welcome to take some sort of half lotus pose here if you're feeling comfortable in the knee. Finding the breath, keeping the knee opened up, hands to the heart space, or lifting up, breathing. Hands to the heart space. All right, we're gonna do a little challenge here. Next exhale, see if you can fold forward, bringing the hands down to the earth, either in your little tree pose or half lotus. And maybe relaxing so the crown of the head comes down too. Find that breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the hips, and then inhale, come all the way back up. Oof. Release the foot down. Shake your right foot out if you need it. All right, plant that left foot down. Shift all of your weight into that left foot, creating that straight line from the crown of your head to the tailbone. Right heel is gonna come up, right knee is gonna spin open. And then from here, yogis, you're bringing the foot above or below the knee joint, keeping that right knee in rotation. Now, seeing if you got out of alignment, straightening out once again, hands to the heart space, connecting with your breath. On the next exhale, we're gonna fold forward, little bend in that standing knee if you'd like, bringing the hands down to maybe your blocks or the earth, folding forward, releasing the crown of the head down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to your hips, and then inhale, rising to stand. Shake the legs out. Good work, yogis. Inhale, reaching the hands up. Grab your right wrist, reach the hips to the left, reach up and overhead. Deep breath in. Inhale through center. Exhale, grab your left wrist, reaching over to the right, moving the hips to the left. Inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, interlacing fingers behind the back. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Exhale to fold forward. Fingertips reaching up and overhead. Breathe. When you're ready, release your hands down to the earth. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider if you'd like. Heels in, toes out. Find your little yoga squat. Squat it down. Maybe take a hop step closer to the camera if you'd like. Rocking side to side. Hands to the heart space. Good. Nice deep breath here. Grounding down through the feet. Notice where you feel this, right? Sometimes you feel it in the feet and the calves. Sometimes it's in the inner thighs or the low back. Sometimes it's in the shoulders. Sometimes it's in the breath. So just notice where your sensation goes. And then try to send your breath there, right? Try to send that love there, that good feeling there, the oxygen. Just really exaggerated breaths here, the deepest breaths you've taken all day. See if you can bring your butt down and then bring the feet out in front of you. Roll the shoulders up and back. Let's engage the core. And then maybe bringing it down to the sacral. One breath here, then inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's move our bodies. Get our will going, our core going, right? Just deciding what we want. It's our source of joy, what gives us joy, and then just going after that, right? Hands to the feet, feet to the feet. So again, balancing your knees up and down. Alright, so we're going to take a crisscross applesauce, or if you want to mess around with your half lotus or your lotus, you can. Press your hands into the earth. Lift your hips up. Let it up. Good. Lower the hips down. Navasana. And you can hold your knees if you need. 5 breaths. Really feel it. Smile into it. Let it feel good. Good. Release the feet down. Cross the ankles. Give yourself a hug. Tight squeeze. Deep breath. So good. Alright. Extend your feet out in front of you. Pull your belly in. Exhale to fold forward. Interlace your fingers in between your toes. Give yourself a nice little toe stretch here. Maybe just like finding flexion in the feet, finding space in the feet. A lot of times we associate space with freedom. Just finding freedom in between your toes. Go ahead and just tap the tops of your big toe. And then maybe the sides. So the top represents the crown. And the sides are like your throat, your lymphatic system. Kind of get the sides. Get your thyroid. So right here, you can feel it. It's like kind of like that knob in the middle of your big toe. And then you can come down to the mound of the big toe. This is a good like congestion one, right? Pinch over there. Maybe focus on the tops of the feet, right? It's kind of interesting to rub the tops of the feet. It's pretty bony, but it's also like just this really sensitive, yummy place that you can kind of get to. Right? Notice the bones. You can massage the ankles, get into the crease. Distract yourself a little bit from the forward fold, and then go ahead and come up, massaging the back of the hamstrings. Take our hero pose. So you can take a half hero pose, right, where you just do one knee at a time. You can get your bolster and bolster yourself up. The idea is it's a really deep stretch in the quad. So you can either do one at a time, you can either do both at a time. If you want, like I said, if you just get like pillows or something to sit on, that helps a lot of times too. And then from here, if you want, you can start to come back a little bit. Finding some breath here, finding some space. 5 breaths. Deep breaths. Slowly coming all the way up. When you're ready, we're going to come forward, bring your knees closer together, taking some cat-cows. And when you're ready, come all the way up onto your knees. Bring your hands to your hips, press your hips forward, pull your elbows back, take your gaze up, camel pose, back bending, lifting up, elevating. Good. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth, take some cat-cows. Inhale, arching your back. Exhale, rounding, tucking chin to chest. Good. Coming back again. Once again, hands to the hips, pull your elbows back, taking a few breaths here. pressing your hips forward, maybe taking one hand back to one foot, maybe taking the other hand back, but keeping the hips moving forward. Chin is up, breathing. Inhale, coming all the way through center. Then exhale, bring your hands to the earth, taking your cat-cows. How is your spine feeling? How's the vertebrae feeling? Exhale, take your hips up, downward dog. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Good. Breathe here. Look in between your hands. Step, jump, walk, hop, ahead, come into a seat. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come all the way onto our backs. Pulling your knees into chest, just rocking side to side, drawing circles on the sky. So this is a very contrasting yoga flow, right? Kind of like the sunset, right? How it's just this beautiful display of light and color, and then it's kind of all gone. And I've been really kind of obsessed with the contrast of it all. And the next exhale, let's take a twist. Bring the knees to the right, gaze to the left, breath is full. When you think how everything is equal parts light and dark and space, like the moon and earth. Even the sun is like a black hole. After it's done like being a sun and exuding all this light, like sucks it all back in almost. So it's this equal parts, right? It's just give and take. Inhale, bring the knees through center. Exhale, take it over to the left, gaze to the right. And everyone has their shadow side, right? Some people don't have a problem sharing their shadow side. Some people you don't even know they have a shadow side because they hide it so well, but then it's like anything you suppress, it just becomes more exaggerated. So it's also be wary of the people who try to hide their darkness and don't try to hide your darkness. You know, it's like these things that are particular to you. And it's kind of a cool thing about astrology because it almost gives you permission to be like, I'm a Venus and Scorpio. Like, that's why I just love so deeply and darkly. And it kind of gives you permission to be yourself, and those traits that maybe not everyone can so easily necessarily understand doesn't mean that you don't have to understand them about yourself. Inhale, bring your knees back through center. Just kind of bring your knees side to side as you need. Twisting it out. Just finding that like equilibrium, right? Go ahead and take a happy baby. Flexing your feet up to the sky, rocking from side to side. Maybe bringing one thigh down at a time. Then when you're ready, flexing your feet up towards the ceiling. Just reaching the feet up, allowing some of the blood to drain from the legs back into the circulatory system. You're welcome to stay here, or maybe bring your hands underneath your hips if you'd like some relaxing, or you can lift your hips all the way up. Hands are supporting the hips. Lots of sand in the face. Walk your hands up towards your heart space, elbows moving closer together, and then stack your feet on top of your hips. Hips on top of the shoulders. Find a deep breath. Chin is moving up. Maybe looking at the spaces in between the toes, pretending like someone's pulling you up by your feet. Just a few more breaths. Exhale, take the feet back behind you. Plow pose. You can interlace the fingers if you'd like, digging the toes into the sand, finding that breath once again. Very slowly rolling all the way back down to the earth, extending the feet nice and long out in front of you. Coming up onto your hands, pulling your elbows close together, bringing your heart space up to the sky. Gaze up and allowing the head to fall back. Nice deep breath here. Stick your tongue out if it feels good. in your chin, lowering all the way down slowly. Any last finishing poses you would like, you can bring the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. If you'd like another twist or a back bend, or maybe you're just ready for your Shavasana, extending your legs out nice and long, bringing your hands down by your sides, rolling your shoulders up, back and down, chin is pointed up, and just relax. So in order to relax, we're first going to find some tension. Tensing up your fingertips and your toe tips, and then allowing it to go up your hands, up your feet, feeling the strength, right? The muscles, the heat, the energy that radiates from these energy points. And then feel this energy, this life force, as it comes up your calves, up your forearms. It wraps up your thighs and your biceps and your triceps, into your shoulders and your hips. And it interweaves into your hips, into your sacral, and into your heart. You can feel the tension in your chest and the power that you hold in your belly. And you can feel as your pelvic floor pulls up and your hips tighten and your glutes tighten and your belly tightens and your pecs tighten and your back muscles tighten. You can feel as your neck, your jaw, your face, the back of your head tightens, your ears, everything. See if you can tense everything up just a little bit more. You're like a board. You're basically levitating at this point. Tense up a little bit more. See if you can just make gravity just a little bit lighter. As tense as you can, as tense as you can. Deep inhale. Exhale, relax. Feel gravity. Feel as it gets just a little bit heavier, so just relax a little bit more. See if you can let go a little bit more, sinking deeper, heavier into the earth. Cultivating a gratitude for your sight, for your smell, for the ability to hear, to speak, or any other variations of these senses. Just be thankful. Cultivate as much gratitude as you can. Maybe even cultivating gratitude for those shadowy sides of yourself and others. Grateful for the lessons that they provide. Sounds to get distant. Connected to your breath. Surrendering to the light, to the darkness, finding your